Hi, my Cancer friends. Rhonda here with your weekly reading. I hope you guys had a great week this last week. Hope you're all doing well. I know there's a lot of craziness going on in the world right now. I hope everybody's staying safe and well. But let's jump right into your reading, okay? So for your first card, you've got the Prince of Winter. And the Prince of Winter is just fearless, right? It's all just jumping into action, really going after what you want. Really, once you set your mind to something, you're just really after it, right? And that's what the Prince of Winter is really kind of about. And also, um, kind of, uh, it also leans to the intellectual side, right? Really looking at the intellectual side of how to solve problems and how to, look at things. But it's really about that really jumping in action. Nothing can stop you once you set your mind on something, right? Like your mindset, it's full bore ahead, nothing slowing you down, nothing stopping you. And that is what the Prince of Winter is all about, right? But as a challenge to that, you did get the web weaver in reverse. And the web weaver in reverse asks you to think about your behavior on all areas, right? Like from your thought process to how you handle your problems to your internal monologue to your emotions. I mean, every aspect. Really think about how you behave because, what we say, what we do, how we act, that is all part of our web. That's how we create our web, right? We are the creators of our own web. And if your thought process leans to the negative side, you know, remember what you put out comes back, right? Right. Um, but the web weaver also asks you to stand tall in who you are, right? If you're looking at things trying to be perfect, everything is imperfect. There's no perfectness in the world. And so, you are perfectly imperfect, and that is perfect in and of itself, right? So, really stand up in that. And also the web weaver asks you to think about, you're on this forward momentum, right? But the web weaver is challenging you to stop for a second and think about how you're doing it. And this is really the big message here from the web weaver. The big message is think about how you're doing what you're doing. Have you done it before? And what was the result? Because, if you did what you did, you'll get what you got, right? And so this is a challenge to you to maybe think about it differently, approach it from a different angle, and see if you don't like the results a little better. That's really kind of the challenge for the web weaver. And to go along with that, you then got the Eight of Autumn, which is all about slowing down, stopping, doing your research, doing a little more studying. It goes back to that intellectual card from the Prince of Winter, but it's also from that web weaver about changing the way you're doing things, stopping, slowing down, studying, getting more information before you proceed, thinking about what you're doing and how you're doing it, right? Okay, and maybe approaching it from a different angle, right? So dig in for more information. That's going to be really, really helpful for you. And to go with that, you did get the Cosmos card, which I'm going to read to you because I can't verbalize it as well as she does, but you got the Cosmos. The Cosmos appears always as an ally and never as a challenger. Creativity in all forms is represented by the Cosmos. This is a sign to I'm sorry, let me start that sentence over. My tongue and my brain were not working in cooperation. Okay. This is a sign to place your attention on creative projects. They will be successful. Remember that all of life is creative and you're always co creating with the divine. The cosmos also represents the principle of infinity and vastness of the energetic exchange of consciousness influencing all living things. This teaches us that every intention that we set is, in fact, contagious, with the power to influence others. We are entangled at our deepest energetic place, so we can't help but have an effect on others, from an individual level to a global one. This is a sign to remind you to open up to the well of creativity deep within you, and be mindful of your thoughts and actions. Both are influencing your outer world. Most important, keep taking action towards your goals, as the cosmos responds perfectly to manifest your highest destiny. Expect to be inspired and to meaningfully touch others with all that you create. And I think that goes beautifully back to both the Prince of Winter, right? So keep going after that goal, right? Fearlessly, right? But also pay attention to your thoughts and your actions, right? Just like with the web weaver, right? Pay attention, because your thoughts create your outer world. Think about that. We create our outer world just by our thoughts. So, and I've said it before, if you think negativity comes back to you. You think positivity comes back to you. What you put out, you get back. So think about that when you're weaving your web, okay? And you're co-creating with the divine. So, watch your thoughts. And then you got the balance card in reverse, which means that, you're kind of out of balance. So you're overdoing. What are you overdoing, right? So, jumping into action and going after it and really after it. But are you in balance, right? It's asking you to really get that check in, right? Are you staying in balance? Or are you sensing something's off a little bit? And I think this goes back to that doing more research, right? You're feeling like something's off. I've got goosebumps right now, like seriously bad. So I know I'm hitting it on the head, right? Okay, so if you are, it goes back to that doing more research, right? So if you're feeling like something's off, then you need to step back and regroup, right? Rethink about a new way to come at the problem, right? Okay. And then as your ally for that, you got the Metal King. And the Metal King is very protective, but it's also about setting healthy boundaries, because that's really important, right? Setting healthy boundaries. And it also talks about your self-esteem, like, having a really healthy self-esteem and standing tall and believing in yourself, right? And, the web weaver talked about standing tall in your perfect imperfections, right? And the Metal King says the same thing, right? Stand tall. You are perfectly imperfect, right? And he's here to protect you no matter what. You're always protected. And he is just saying, you know what? And other people's stuff is other people's stuff. It's not your stuff, right? Not your monkey, not your circus. Okay? Not your monkey, not your circus. Okay? And having discipline. Discipline's the other thing. So that also talks about really having the discipline to go after doing more research, getting more information, figuring out which way to go, right? Really be diligent and really be disciplined in that, right? Okay. Higher consciousness is healing with the fairies. This is a beautiful card to go with the cosmos, by the way. This card is a validation that your recent feelings, thoughts, dreams, and aspirations are coming from spirit. You have been asking for divine guidance, and your higher self has answered your prayers. Your spiritual path has helped you hear this voice because you've taken the time to listen. Perhaps you've begun a meditation or yoga practice, and this has helped you quiet your mind. Or maybe you've put your foot down to the universe and have adamantly decided to improve your life. Whichever route you've taken is working very well. Now the fairies ask you to keep having conversations with your higher consciousness. This will involve carving out time away from noise and stress. You may need to take frequent nature walks, join a spiritual support group, or go on a retreat. By quieting your life and your mind, the voice of your higher consciousness becomes increasingly loud and clear. It guides you perfectly through all life areas. And I think that's a beautiful card to go with the cosmos, right? That co-creation with the divine, right? And being in touch with that higher consciousness. And that's really going to help you find that balance that you're looking for, right? So if you're feeling like you're out of balance, that's going to really help you connect and get that balance you're seeking. And then you got honesty, which is a throat chakra card. Be conscious of the words that you speak. We not talk about this with the web weaver. And ask yourself, do these words resonate with my highest truth? Honesty with yourself and others is a supreme form of respect. When you express yourself authentically, you come into divine flow. Ask yourself, who needs your truth and your honesty right now? Allow for the possibility that, in fact, you are the one who most needs to hear words in this moment. Amazonite is the crystal and blackberry is the herb. We've talked about that, right? We've just got done talking about your words that you're speaking to yourself and really checking in with that, because the web weaver brings it up, comes up in balance, it comes up in the Metal King as well. When you're standing in who you truly are, right? There is no room for that negative expression. And also in that connection with the higher consciousness and the cosmos, that divine interaction, there is no room for that negative talk. And so really think about, are you being honest and connecting with your divine truth? And this is important so you can check in with your higher consciousness, connect with the cosmos, really get connected with what that is. And that's going to help you find your balance and really get you in that flow, right? Okay. And your intention is burning to trust. I open my heart to love and trust others without fear or hesitation. By opening my heart and trusting others, I learn how to love and trust myself more deeply. I see that others are simply teachers waiting to expand my current state of conscious development. Rhodonite is a stone and Opalponyx is the essential oil. And isn't that a beautiful intention for you this week? I think so. Getting that higher state of consciousness going, right? That connecting with others and trusting yourself more deeply, right? Learning how to trust in your own self, right? And that's by getting honest with yourself and by doing the connecting to your higher consciousness, right? And really changing that narrative with the web weaver, right? Good stuff. All right. That's all I have for you guys this week. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And if you would like to book a personal reading, you can email me at bonadeahealingarts@gmail.com. There is a link in the comments section. I do accept free will donations for the readings I do here. If you feel called, please donate. I do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And remember how much I love you. I'll see you next time.